Hwasa's first mini-album Maria was released on June 29th, 2020. It has 6 tracks, including the title track Maria. Tweet, Hwasa's first single, is included on the physical copy of the album. I won't talk about Tweet in this video because it was its own separate release. I wanted to talk about Maria because this album is very underrated, and the deep message and intricate reflections of self and darkness in the songs and lyrics, I think they deserve to be delved into more. So I will first talk about the release, then tracklist, then a little bit of what Hwasa has said, and then conclude everything. I hope you enjoy this video and subscribe for more videos about BTS and Mamamoo. Maria is the baptismal name of Hwasa. Hwasa was baptized into Catholicism when she was a teenager, so this is kind of a self-titled release. It's actually a funny story apparently because Hwasa and Hween, they are friends from school. Hwasa had dragged Hween into church and then made her basically get baptized too. So Hween's Catholic name is Gabriella or Gabrielle. A fun story. In this album, Hwasa talks a lot about mental health problems, relationships, how she views herself, how she has been viewed by the media and the K-netizens. Hwasa has been attacked by media K-netizens for being confident as a woman, for showing skin, for her body, and she has also received colorist remarks as her skin tone is naturally more tan than what is expected, which is so stupid for me. So in this album, Hwasa kind of discusses how those things made her feel. At the time of release, Hwasa was kind of going through hard moments. Her mother had health issues that Hwasa shared in I Live Alone, a TV show she's on. And Hwasa herself had back pain, but she still performed at music shows. So Hwasa participated in the music and lyrics for 3 songs on Maria, according to Wikipedia. So the title track Maria, Y and LMM. At least this was listed on Wikipedia. Maybe she participated even more, but she was heavily involved with the creation of this album. And Park Woo-sang was a significant contributor and kind of the main producer of this album. Maria, the album, charted at 5 on Gaon album chart and then at 5 for Billboard World Albums chart. So now I will discuss the track list, and we're gonna start with the introduction, Nobody Else, which is a heartbreaking introduction to the darkest parts of the mind. It's reflective of the self, and it starts off as a slow touching piano ballad and then moves to this kind of EDM break with the lyrics Oh Maria. It's really strong, and it talks about her experience of how she's feeling. For example, lyrics, people tell me to be nice, I forgot how to smile. The lyrics are actually in English. And then in the end, she kind of turns to herself, and there's a lyric that I absolutely love. Why don't you love yourself? There's a thorn on your back. Kind of referencing how she has been betrayed by others and how she should be appreciative of herself. And this track has a music video which kind of share her darkest thoughts as subtitles while she appears alone, and then there are clips of her performing and recording the album. And yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Then there's Maria, the title track. This song has a very catchy production and melody, but the lyrics are very dark, and Hwasa shared that creating this song was quite a challenge. It has a bit of like Latin pop influences. It has similar sentiments as in Nobody Else, which continue throughout the album. The music video for it is intense. It shows Hwasa as Maria found dead, then having a funeral that no one showed up to. And the music video has many references to the ways that Hwasa has been attacked by haters and media. But in the end, she has the remaining Mamamoo, the rest of the Mamamoo members joining her before Maria died. So they kind of stopped her from that dark path. This is how I understood it from. So the lyrics of the song kind of reflect on how the hate made her feel sad, lonely, and she's even too tired to be angry. She says, "Will putting me down be beneficial for you? If you want my tears, here you go." And then in the chorus, she's encouraging to herself, "You are beautiful, do not hurt yourself." In the music video, she also references an Italian movie, Malena. And Rolling Stone India wrote that the film outlines the perceptions that people form about a woman, including criticizing them, sexualizing them, and celebrating them, often for the sake of gossip or entertainment and with no regard to the woman's true feelings. It is a very honest, dark song, but I think a lot of people do not delve into the lyrics or think of the lyrics much because it sounds very upbeat and it's a very strong song. So this is how Hwasa describes the song. Maria really is a song about inner conflict. If you are too nice, you end up being taken advantage of. But you also don't want to be a bad person either. It's about the conflict between picking which side to be. There's times where you don't want to be too nice or too mean, or you're stuck in this conflict. So the message behind this song is not to waste your energy struggling with all of that. The message is that you're already beautiful as you are. This is a message that I tell myself too. I hope it touches all of the Marias around the world. This conflict of not wanting to be too nice or too mean continues in Hwasa's next track, I'm a Bee, and she actually described this conflict that she struggles with Jesse's shoulders view. Track number 3 is Kidding, which is hip-hop influenced track. Tico produced it, and apparently Tico had brought several songs for Hwasa to choose from. And this song, I think, is about someone saying they'll love you forever, but then end up leaving you and being with someone else. This song has Hwasa rapping, and I think she delivered those really well and has a great tone fitting the theme of the song and the production and melody and so on. And it's really catchy, full of attitude. Yes, I love it. Track number 4 is Why. This song is a big ballad with a little bit of an EDM production feeling to it. Hwasa shared that she really loves this song. In the lyrics, Hwasa shares that she is so impressed, so in love with and attached to this person, but the person doesn't seem to want her back. And so Hwasa ends up asking, "Why don't you love me? Why don't you need me?" It's a very strong song with quite dark sound to it and dark theme to it. Track number 5 is called I'm Bad Too, and it features DPR Live. In this song, Hwasa talks about going through a hard time but trying to soothe herself from it. And in DPR Live's verse, which I absolutely love, is a response to Hwasa, "Why are you feeling that like this? Who made you feel like that?" And I really love DPR Live's ad-libs in this song. I feel like they fit Hwasa's voice really well. And I really love the way he pronounces Hwasa. I think the production is quite light. And even though the song is from a personal experience, but it kind of, because it has this kind of choiry type of sound to it, it becomes like an experience of many people. That it has this feeling like, hey, we are all bad, but it's fine. Track number 6 and the closing track of Maria is LMM. Ooh, this is the most heartbreaking song on the album. It's an acronym for Lose My Mind, and it's a piano ballad vocal focused track. Oh my god, it's so heartbreaking and sad. I think you can view this song from multiple angles, but for me, there's like 2 types of perspective that came to me. So it can be viewed as realizing that relationship is ending, but still wanting to keep it going and wanting to put the effort in, but the other person maybe doesn't want to do that. Or it can be seen as reflecting on your current self and past self as 2 different entities, and how the past self was so heavily attacked and hurt that the current self is sad about the past self being hurt and wants to protect the past self, because the song talks about us and we, which kind of gives off that relationship-y vibe. But to me, it can also be viewing past self and current self as different entities, but still part of the current self, you know? This song also has a music video, and oh my god, it's so sad too. So Hwasa is shown in this house and outside of the house, and she is alone, and throughout the video she is targeted by arrows, and then eventually she gets hit by one of them, and in the music video it looks like she herself shot that arrow that hit her, representing again how she herself is hurting herself by giving into the hate that the media gives her and believing it as true. But the song ends off, I don't want to say a positive note, but it kind of has a hopeful ending to it when the lyrics come as flowers bloom even in the rain. So that was the overview of the tracklist. As you can see, there is a clear theme of self-reflection and wondering why I feel so sad and dark. While there's a cohesion to the tracks, there are still many different kinds of sounds to it. So what Hwasa herself has shared about how she views the album, these are based on the behind the scenes content that was posted on Mamamoo's YouTube channel. She shared footage of her recording and planning the music videos from choreo to setting to everything, so she was heavily involved in this album. And Hwasa shared that she was really sad for a long time and had a bad sleeping schedule. She was really stressed about the making of the album, even though it was also exciting. And she shared that the happiest moment for her in the album creation was deciding the name. And Hwasa shared that she was so very meticulous with this album to the point of obsessions. And in hindsight, Hwasa shared that that was not good, that she did not feel like herself while making the album. And before the album was released, Hwasa shared that I wish I can be happy after the album release. And then after album release, she shared that she is happy. In conclusion, I think Maria is such a strong mini album that deserves so much more credit for how vulnerable, how honest, how deep she is, and how openly she shares about her struggles and how they made her feel. Hwasa is a raw, honest artist, and this mini album showcased that so clearly. Her lyricism and her emotional delivery deserve more appreciation. Hwasa as an artist has so many sides to her. She is that fierce queen on stage. She is an incredible vocalist. She is an amazing rapper, amazing dancer. She has so many sides to her. And even within one EP, she is very versatile. And I hope that people listen to this EP and see how brave Hwasa is to share such a vulnerable side to herself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos about Mamamoo and BTS. Thank you so much for watching.